joining us on Noche la NBA, the NBA celebration of Latin heritage. Let's look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for LeBron James.
Well, as your career goes along, you naturally lose a little bit, but he takes great care of himself. He puts a lot of effort into his preparation, and he's smart about picking his spots. That's why he's still a factor out there on the offensive end.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Maxi Kleber. LeBron James is out there with James. Then it's DeAndre Ayton, and it's Doncic into the small forward. And for Orlando, Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bain. And it's Carter in at the 5 down low. This deep into the year, Greg, do you expect guys to start slowing down a little bit?
Well, if you're prepping for the postseason.
To the middle. Banchero kicks to Carter. No good from outside.
And using that 7'5" wingspan, putting it back off the miss, one of Ayton's specialties.
Banchero to go.
And nice touch from the inside. I'm a fan of when LeBron just burrows his way inside and takes advantage.
Now, here's Bain. Against Charlotte, he was really on his game. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And goaltending is going to be the call. So they get the basket there anyway.
Good hustle right there. I love that effort. Just a little late in the act.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Wagner outside. Banchero against Kleber. And it's Suggs missing.
A 1 for 5 start so far. Not what they envisioned coming into this game.
Kleber, no good.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Doncic feeling it out. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Pass to Kleber. 4 on the clock. Here's James. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. LeBron's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. And here is Suggs. And they get some nice contributions from him on a nightly basis as he averages over 11 points a game. The Lakers leading. Orlando's front office, Clark, has made it clear they're turning the page on the rebuild, entering the win now phase.
And the reason they're able to make that shift, Kevin, is because they drafted 2 franchise cornerstones. Banchero and Wagner develop quickly and have a lot of runway in front of them.
And so here's Orlando. After the basket by the Lakers. Moves back up. A kick out to Bain. Pass to Wagner. Fires the 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Wagner always a threat from downtown, and I love the efficiency and solid mechanics of his shooting stroke.
James finds James, and here is Kleba. James in the post. Banchero's there. Kleba. Here's Ayton. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Ayton's got his second bucket tonight.
Just terrific at executing in the paint. Ayton has a nice array of shots to choose from.
Suggs passes to Banchero. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
James dishes to Ayton. To the paint. Here's Kleba. Finds the open look, and it's on target.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Wagner outside. Banchero with the ball. Great numbers on a nightly basis as he averages over 24 points a game. And the wing jumper offline.
He's having trouble getting anything to go right now.
Here's James. Banchero grabs the board. And so it's Suggs who brings up the ball for the Magic. Trailing by 2, they defeated Charlotte in their last game.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, you know, not deviating from the game plan is critical. You've got to trust in the system.
Bain with it. He's picked up by James. And the turnover again by Orlando. Right now, let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. Look at Orlando. Right now, if the playoffs started, they would have the 7th seed.
They're headed for the play-in tournament as it stands now, but they've got time to make a move. Maybe they can kick things into gear before the end of the season.
Anthony Black's checked in for Orlando. And then for Los Angeles, Vanderbilt comes in for Maxi Kleba. And it's Austin Reeves in for James. Reeves right side. Doncic bounce pass. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Doncic. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. The putback, it's good on the putback.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Black. They get it back. And Wagner able to finish.
Wagner showing some grit and fight on the offensive boards, using his height and muscle to track down the miss.
Down low. And stolen by Wagner. Payne for 3. And James pulls it down. Lakers have gone 8 of 14 from the field in the first quarter. Now, here's Vanderbilt. Still yet to score. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Reeves almost making it look really easy. Gets the ball and takes the shot.
Here's Wagner. He definitely had a good game in their win against the Hornets.
And they are top half of the league in terms of defensive field goal percentage.
Back in, and then for the Lakers, Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for 8. And it's Connect in for LeBron. Back to Doncic. Misses the 3. The Magic trail by 5. To the inside. Here's De Silva. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys.
All right, this is the court. Wow, for your
The story from beyond the arc. Here's who's leading in that category across the NBA. Second, Austin Reeves.
What a percentage that is for him from three-point range this season. His deep touch is about as good as you're going to see.
Los Angeles leading by 3. Now Doncic, still without a basket. Inside. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
Boy, with the basketball IQ of a 15-year vet, Doncic makes plays that even veterans struggle with.
Out to the wing. Wagner looking it over. Outside Carter. Vanderbilt with the rebound.
Hey, it was a good look, one he normally capitalizes on.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Well, Desmond Bain, a deadly floor spacer, but he said, I have to be respected in a lot of different ways. Don't pigeonhole me into just being a catch-and-shoot guy or a movement shooter. I can score the ball in a variety of ways and do multiple things on the court. Guys?
A lot for sure in his bag. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And it's Carter missing.
He's had a hard time finding his shot this quarter.
Many players, Clark, can drive in and step back, but you do both as well as Luka Doncic.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. He's special in that regard, and sometimes he can do both of those things in the same play, even multiple times. I mean, he's a ball-dominant guy, but he's got special scoring ability. His footwork is a big part of it, his ball handling, and his size. I mean, his size is deceptive, and I think underlooked sometimes in how he's able to do what he does with the basketball. 9-foot standing reach. Carter has no trouble putting that away.
Lakers leading by 3. Doncic outside. On the wing, Reeves. Guarded by Bain. Clock at 6. Reeves against Bain. And again, no good by the Lakers. The Magic shooting looking a little out of sorts early, 37%. Here's Black. Now in the scoring column at that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Reeves the pass to Doncic. Reeves with the screen for Doncic. Now Vanderbilt. Here's Connect. The three-pointer off the mark.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
And because it's still early, I wouldn't read too much into it. There's still a lot of game left.
Here's Black. He picked up 15 points in the last win against the Hornets in Charlotte.
Boy, somebody lit a fire under this guy. I mean, he's crushing it right now.
Reeves outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And a moment now to see some numbers for Luka Doncic. Averaging about 27 points a game, 8 assists, and 6 rebounds. And you talk about guys who just have a nose for putting up points. He is one of them.
Yeah, he sure is, and he rarely has back-to-back bad games. If he has an off night, he usually follows that up with a big night.
Wagner's checked in for the match. Paolo Banchero comes in for Bain. And the Lakers also making a change. Smith checked in for Luka Doncic. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Richardson, he's checked in for fun. And Los Angeles making a change here as well. LeBron's checked in for Smith. Banchero up top. Banchero draws the double. Takes a three. Rebounded by the Lakers. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Yeah, I mean, on the road, their defense was just overrun. Couldn't match the intensity of the opponent, and it cost them.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Here's Richardson after the basket by the Lakers. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. His guys love when he throws it down.
On the wing, Reed. A three-pointer, no good.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
It's Connect on the wing, and they come right back with their own three-pointer.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
And so it's Franz Wagner making highlights for Orlando. He witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Welcome back to Noche Latina, celebrating the Latin culture and their love for the game of basketball. It just keeps growing. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far, they are hitting at a high clip.
Something else they're doing well tonight, guys, lots of points in the paint. Something to continue to keep our eye on.
And Reeves has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Taking a look at Los Angeles. James pairs with Vanderbilt to make up the forward pair. Austin Reeves out there with Connect. And it's Hayes in at the 5, roaming the paint. The Magic with the lead. Banchero outside. Here's Bitadze, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, Greg, you've had a long NBA career, so I'm curious, what's one of the biggest changes you've noticed since you've retired?
Well, you know, one that doesn't get talked about enough, length. You know, players these days are just longer, especially in the backcourt, and that wing position. It feels like every team has a guy 6'9" or taller that is a pure perimeter player.
Bitadze hits them both. And here's Smith. To the middle. Reeves the pass to Smith. Shoots over Black. Will not go. This is off the front iron. There's the 3. It's hauled in by LeBron.
You know he wants that one back. Right in his wheelhouse.
Shoots over Bitadze. A shot by LeBron. No good.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Here's Banchero, and finished off by Banchero.
And once Banchero gets going, boy, it's hard to stop him. Given his size and speed, he's going to be a handful.
Here's James. And again, no good by the Lakers.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. To be out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Pass to Wagner. Here's Vitadze. There's the triple. Black kicks to Banchero. 5 on the clock. And a miss there on the triple.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
Here's LeBron. And it's Orlando with the rebound.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And Wagner has it in the corner. That 3 off the mark. Lakers trail by 6. Smith on the wing. From the arc. Drills the three-pointer. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Steady from beyond the arc. Smith's improvement from there could really make him a dangerous player.
Black with it. He has 5. Now, here's Banchero. Wagner wide open. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Vitadze's got 4 points now in the quarter.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Magic leading by 5. Well, Clark, for a while, people kept asking, how long will LeBron play? It's almost like they've given up on that question now. He's played for so long and so well.
Yeah, he's been unbelievable in his longevity and excellence, but eventually Father Time wins out. He's a superhero right now, and I think always will be. I can't imagine that he'll overstay his ability to play at a high level. So we'll see what that brings.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Substitution here for the Lakers. Ayton, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. Doncic comes in for James. Jake LaRavia is checked in for Dalton Knecht. And it's Luke Kennard in for Smith. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, sinks the three-pointer. Reeves has got 8 points.
They are definitely shooting it well from beyond the arc right now.
There's the pick. Lob pass to Wagner. He's off on that one.
He is 0 for his last however many this quarter, guys. Might need to get him out and let him settle down a bit here.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Here's Suggs. He had 10 points in the win against Charlotte.
And it was an unselfish night for him as well. He got plenty of assists to go along with all those points.
Kennard, the pass to Ayton to the left side wing. Here's LaRavia. He's got 4 points in the quarter.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Doncic dishes to Ayton. To the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Reeves outside. Good on the triple. 11 points in the game.
That's number 2 for him from long range in the quarter, his 3rd overall.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. Wagner wide open. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second.
LaRavia with it. Defended now by Wagner. Kennard's shot is off. Orlando trailing here. Back the pass to Banchero. Going inside. And it's Suggs missing. Los Angeles has gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight. 5 of 12. Here's Doncic. And the dunk by Doncic.
The speed, savvy, and strength combination of Doncic, really difficult to defend.
Well, Orlando shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. The Magic making a switch here. Baines checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. Vanderbilt's checked in for Ayton. Hachimura comes in for Jake LaRavia. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Kennard. Los Angeles on D. 3-point lead. Suggs in the corner. Wagner with a screen for Suggs. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
His teammates expect Suggs to hit these shots in. He doesn't disappoint them.
From deep, Reeves. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got 3 assists now in this one. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie Laporte.
Thanks a lot. The Lakers going out and acquiring superstar talent from Luka Doncic. LeBron James said, everything I do on the floor, Doncic has the ability to do it or even do it better. That's how great he is. Even at his young age, he's such a unique, special player. Generational talent. Kevin?
They're clearly happy to have him. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
And, guys, I love the movement. Doing a great job of just getting the ball on a string, creating some opportunities.
You know, another thing they've done really well, I think, is get quality shots from behind the three-point line and knock them down, too.
And that one falls for Hachimura.
Yeah, you could sum up Rui Hachimura by calling him a pro's pro, a hard worker, and a guy that just continues to add value to his team.
The Magic making a switch here. De Silva's checked in. That one is no good. The Magic trail by 3. Down low. Knocks it loose. And that one's good. Wagner. Wagner's got his first 2 points of the night.
This is where you want Wagner to have the ball. Right under the bucket where he can do the most damage.
Now here is Hachimura. Tight defense on him.
He will not be happy with himself. Got a good look from mid-range there.
On the wing, Baines. Wagner outside. Wagner kicks to Bain. Shot clock at 6. Wagner with a screen for Bain. Traps in the tray. Bain's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
And so it's Bain with it. He'll bring it up for Orlando. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home. Bain with the screen on Doncic. Yep, it counts. And now a 4-point Magic lead.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Outside, Suggs. There's the screen. Back to Wagner. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's got rebound number 5 here tonight.